Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 card review. Here to review two cards that are coming in next challengers. Next challenger, July 19th. Reason why I'm doing both of these cards because they pretty much were made for each other. Um, what we're going to be looking at is the Ritual Spell card, Oracle of the Herald, and the Ritual Monster, Herald of Gorgeous Light. Now, first, let's look at the Ritual Spell card. Oracle of the Herald. It's a Ritual Spell card again. This card is used to ritual summon Herald of the Golden Herald of the Glorious Light. If your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation, you must tribute monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal 12 or more. And we're going to look at Herald of Glorious Light. It is a Light Fairy Ritual Effect Monster, level 12, attack 2000, defense 3000, description, must be ritual summoned, cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can ritual summon this card with Oracle of the Herald. During your opponent's turn, you can send one fairy type monster from your hand to the graveyard. Activate one of these effects when your opponent activates a spell, trap, or monster effect. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. When your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, negate that special summon, and if you do, destroy the monsters. Now, this was the thing that I was talking about in the early look video of Next Challenger. What the hell is Konami thinking? Like, that's a rhetorical question. Like, I know what they're thinking, but it's just ridiculously idiotic and fucking stupid to make a card like this. First of all, they weren't strict on the number of levels it took to get the monster out with the ritual spell card. Normally, with powerful ritual monsters, I mean like the real good ones, they say that you need a total number of levels that equal up to just that number, not that number or more, meaning that you can send as many monsters to the graveyard as possible. Even going over the level, just as long as the total levels equal at least, that level that you're trying to, that level ritual monster that you're trying to summon. In this case, it's 12 or more, so you can send, up to 13 total levels to the graveyard and get the monster out. Like, there's no exact number that you need to reach. It's not strict on that. Then on top of that, the ritual spell card basically allows you to special summon or ritual summon the monster, literally without any drawback. It's basically a free ritual summon. Now let's look at the monster, see how ridiculous this is. You gave a monster. Now granted that the one drawback that it has is that it can't be special summoned by other ways. So you can only ritual summon it. And that's it. In a way, that is good. And I'm glad it gave it that, but still, you basically gave an anti-card monster card. Like, literally, you can't use a spell on it. You can't use spells, traps, or monsters. Granted, you do have to discard a fairy type monster. And on top of that, it can also negate special summons. The sheer amount of ridiculousness that is this card is idiotic. Because I'm thinking about the combinations, not just the card itself. So Mound of the Bound Creator, which protects level 10 or higher monsters. They can't be targeted by or destroyed by card effects. You basically got a near impossible monster to get rid of. And as if, the original counterpart, the original ritual monster wasn't difficult enough, they basically beefed that up to ridiculous levels and they gave us this. I mean, what the fuck? And granted, you can, destroy it by battle. It's gonna take quite a bit, and you might have to empty out their hands somehow. But damn, it's gonna be a task, man. It's gonna be one hell of a task. Like, I know what they're trying to do. This is another one of those quick buck cards. You know, every so often they make one card that is just made simply just to make a quick buck, because they know that people are gonna buy it. This card is tremendously overpowered, especially combining with the ritual spell card. Come on, man. And then you combine this with Mound of the Bound Creator, that field spell card. Get the fuck out of here. It is simply too good. And it's not going to be difficult for people to get a bunch of fairy type monsters in their hand. They're just going to do the same thing that they were doing with the original Herald. And, get massive draw power. Then get a bunch of fairies in their hand, preventing you from doing damn near anything. And since it's a quick effect during either player's turn, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. The only hope that I can see with this card, well, one, it's really good, so I'm not tripping too much. But seriously, man, it is like the monster's effect does not equal up to its summoning requirements. It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it's 12 levels, but you can get 12 levels easy. You know, for this monster's ritual summon. If they would have made it more strict to where it had to be 12 levels exact, then maybe I would have. Then I couldn't say anything. But they made it to where you can use 12 or more levels. So, I mean, what the hell, man? What the hell? It is what it is. As far as the card goes, it's really good. Oh, man. The people who was using Herald before, when this comes out, man, all I can say is just really be prepared. That's all I can say, man. Just be prepared to do something to prevent their monster effect from activating, or use skill drain beforehand, or you side deck skill drain. Gonna have to do something. I mean, like, it doesn't negate normal summons, but Bottomless Trap Hole and all the other back row spell cards that they can have for it, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's a lot. But yeah, man. So link to this card is going to be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll see you for the next card review. Peace.